Welcome to color lesson number 4, define your signature colors. So I hope that you are having fun. I hope that you are like so excited. You have your new color time. You know what you want to start adding to your wardrobe, or maybe you've gone into your closet and you've started playing and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm somewhat on track, and maybe you're excited to be adding new colors. But more than anything, I want you just to fall in love with your color time. And it's a way for you to really start expressing who you are. And that's what really the signature colors are all about, is this is where you can really start expressing yourself through your colors. So, what I want you to do is I want you to take your palette and I want you to start identifying, how do you want to start expressing yourself through your eyes, your hair, and your skin. So, what we're going to do is we're going to identify 3 main colors. Are these the only colors that you get to wear? Absolutely not. But these are colors, they're like tried and true. They bring out your inherent coloring. You know when you wear them, you can walk in a room, you can get compliments. It doesn't matter if you're buying workout wear or if you're buying a beautiful new suit, you know that your signature colors, that you are going to rock your look. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to give you, I'm going to first use myself as an example. So in your color time, or you can also go into the crossover colors. Remember, you have 2 palettes to choose from. You get both. You get to work with both. What you're going to find is that many times you do want to go choose a color in the crossover colors, because remember what I talked about, the crossover colors are very neutral and we all need neutrals in our wardrobe. So I personally have chosen black to signify my hair color. My hair color is brown, but I'm choosing black. It's okay. Maybe you have brown hair and you would love to choose, you actually could choose navy if you wanted, but maybe you go into the dark earth. Maybe you go into the light taupe. Whichever color you choose for your hair, it doesn't have to be exact, but there is a harmony that goes with it. So if you are blonde and maybe you've never thought about choosing any of the taupes, think about it. Think about it. So it could be in that it could be that your hair color is from the crossover colors, but maybe it's not. Okay, then the second color is your skin tone. So as I said, I chose black is one of my colors. And then my skin tone color, I have chosen pink. And because it is my skin tone has the cool undertone, I also could choose a softer pink, which I have a lot of that in my wardrobe. So where I'm going with this is I'm going to show you how I'm going to choose 3 colors, but you can definitely go into the other shades of that same color. So right here, I chose bright rose to signify my skin tone. And then my eyes are actually a little bit of, they are a little bit of hazel. They're a little bit of blue. They're a little bit of green. And I actually wear both colors, but I would say that these are my signature colors. We have black, we have Palace blue, and we have very berry. Do I love going into the emerald? Yes, I do. I love some of the softer shades of pink. And so maybe your signature colors one day are the little bit more vibrant colors, and maybe one day they're the same tones, but they're just softer. The beauty is, I love, if you want more of a monochromatic look, you could do several shades of blue. You could do several shades of pink, or as you go into the sunset palette, maybe if your skin is the warmth, maybe you're choosing sunset coral. Maybe you're choosing burnt coral. That signifies your skin tone. So I hope you kind of get that feel. There's no right or wrong. It's really one of the reasons I love even doing signature colors. It can help you in building your wardrobe, is deciding what colors do I want to start building my wardrobe with. I always know that it's part of my branding also. You can think of it as your personal professional brand. You know that it is colors that make, excuse me, that make you come alive. You just feel good in those colors, but they are also your inherent coloring, which is the beauty of it. And that is what the signature color is all about. It's part of your inherent coloring. Okay, now we're going to go back to Nikki, and I'm going to share with you what we came up with for her signature colors. So remember when I told you that Nikki from the very start said she loved pesto? I'm actually going to do both here, the green moss and the pesto. And she had decided, I want to start adding more of this to my wardrobe. I think she maybe had one shirt. And so we ended up getting this beautiful jacket, and this became one of her signature colors, and it signified her eyes. Her hair, I mean, it is so striking. So we started adding more of, and you're going to find this, is more of a winter white. Now, that particular blouse that you're seeing there, we did add that to her wardrobe, and it is more of a stark white. You know what? This is where I don't get so rigid. A sunset palette tends to go more toward the winter white, and a sunrise palette goes to more of the stark white. But because it is so bold on her hair, it's so striking, you know what? Don't get so caught up in it. We put what do we call it in the sunrise? The bright white with the moss. You know what? It's still beautiful. And I know we added for her some winter white, but she fell in love with this blouse, so we added it. This is where I want you to not get so rigid on what it must be. I love when you can look at a bigger picture of who you are. Also, colors do not need to match exactly. You want them to blend. But what also happens is each and every year they change the tone a little bit. So you're never, ever going to get an exact match. And I don't want you to try to get an exact match, because it is only going to frustrate you. So even if she just wore these two colors, we're bringing out her hair and we're bringing out her eye color. And then the third color, because Nikki has such a vibrant personality, I'm trying to remember, I think we might have added the cayenne. And so I'm just kind of just showing you here these colors. These were her signature colors, the cayenne, the pesto, and the winter white. And she was just over the top excited to begin adding these colors to her wardrobe. And I can't wait to hear from you on what you have chosen as your signature colors. I'll see you on the next color lesson.